like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 6, episode 9. We're just going to roll right on into this. We actually start right off. You know, we left off last time with some goddamn foolishness with Mariah Lynn. She done made an ass out of herself, and she's out there. Now we got Rich and Cisco are inside of the bar, and they decide they need to have some talk. Child, Cisco was all in his motherfucking feelings and shit, and I'm looking at this big punk, and I'm like, really? I thought this bitch was going to get to crying at some point. He was just so in his goddamn feelings. He went on and on about how he was upset with Rich. It's a fucking year later about the shit from Diamond Strawberry. And oh, I was trying to get back at you and this, that, and the other. And Rich, I had to laugh because Rich told him so politely, to get back at me, it got to be something that I give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. I said, child, she was stupid. Standing out there, I had to laugh at her real good. Trust me, I done laughed at that bitch again tonight. I laughed at Mariah Lynn all over again. And when she sees this shit play back, she ought to laugh at her motherfucking self. Because when I tell you that these two motherfuckers went back and forth and everybody was saying about how they didn't give a fuck about her and that she was a trick ass and a fool and everybody just used her for somewhere to put their dick, pretty much. Dumb bitch. I just cracked up. I said, child, she thought she was really doing it, honey. And you wasn't nothing but somewhere to stick it, honey. Just a mess. But anyway, Cisco was so in his feelings that he couldn't get past it. And Rich was going back and forth telling him, I did this to like try to protect you. Shit, they sound like they was dating. They're going on and on with this creep squad shit. I'm like, child, I ain't so sure that y'all will be pumping each other, honey, the way y'all carrying on and how bad he's all in his feelings, honey. How many times you done had it in his mouth, honey. But anyway, so they're going back and forth. Cisco carried on so bad till he got so fucking upset. He actually pushed Rich. And Rich was like, just put his fucking hands on me? And I'm like, Lord have mercy. And Rich was trying to like tell him, like let it go. Like, okay, you think you got me back now. That's fine. He literally even told Rich, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to make you know how I felt. This, that, and the other. I'm going to go. He even said he was going to go fuck old crazy ass Monique's. Really? Girl, get out your feelings, Poppy Big Head, honey. Get out your feelings and stop playing. Child, you acting like you've been sucking Rich off. It's not a good look, bitch. Anyway, moving the fuck on. So, next we actually see Yorma and her sister see Mary. We seen Mary, honey. Mary's a goddamn mess. Her and Yorma look just alike. They look as much alike, damn near, as Amina and her twin. But, honey, that sister was a goddamn mess. That sister was about it. The sister was all up in it. I don't guess she got a man. Because she spent so much time all up in Yorma's shit with DJ Self. She didn't show Yorma some shit that was on Instagram that had to do with Rose and all that. Now, she didn't expose him. Went all the way down into it. So there was like a conversation. He shouted Rose out on the radio and all this kind of carrying on. Shit didn't sit right with the sister. So see, Mary wanted to go see Rose. She know where the bitch work at. Because they had shouted her out on the radio. She said, bitch is going down there. Let's go on down there. Just question that bitch. And Yorma was just kind of like, I don't really want to go on to her job. This, that, thing, and the other. Child, they went around and around for a little bit. And Yorma finally gave in, and they decided to go on down. They went on down to the bitch's job. And they go and they play tiddlywinks back and forth with the girl. And the girl and her partner, they got like a salon or whatever. And they're down there, child, and they going on and on. They going back and forth. And the next thing you know, Rose then got on the defense like, this is some bullshit right here. And she was defensive, and she should have been. Bitch, that came to your job with that bullshit. And then she basically did let her know, he's my man. This, that, thing, and the other. And, it got popped off. And she basically, I don't know, it was crazy because Yorma was all in her feelings because she turned around and gonna say, he sucks my pussy all the time. Well, we took that for granted. He's your man, right? He cute, but he looked like a good cocksucker, He looked like the cocksucker type. So, no biggie. I didn't understand why she had to go there. But she went there with it. And the girl told her, that's fine. That's fine. And she told her, and then the sister was really doing more barking than Yorma. Said, you act like you want to suck his dick. And she will say, oh, no, trust me. Baby, if I suck his dick, your sister won't have a man. I said, oh, bitch, you better do it, bitch. She let you know, baby, she will knock the motherfucking dust off the head, honey. I said, okay. So they was going back and forth. And next thing I know, then the sister went and started tearing shit down. They got clothes and things up, tearing people's place up. I said, well, wait a minute. The sister was more, I'm telling you, the sister was more engaged than Yorma. They left out of there. And the sister, I'm telling you, this bitch was a ride or die troublemaking whore. They took, fuck that, we're going over his house. So they left there. They went over to not his house, over to his job and calls him, you come downstairs, we want to talk. He bring his old ass on down there and everything. Child, they going, and they in heels and dresses and shit. He's talking to them back and forth. She's confronting him. The sister's over there barking. And he's like, wait, y'all double teaming me? What's going on? Yeah, and the sister will say, you should be glad we ain't jumping you right now. I said, girl, you're going to have to go get you a man. Because, bitch, you are way too in their business for anybody that's normal. You're going to have to go get you a motherfucking man. So I'm laughing at her, and he's going back and forth, and he's just doing his normal. He done got caught up in this bullshit. Then Yorma's over there crying. I'm like, girl, she's too much. So she finally tells him, we're done, and this, that, and the other, on. So that means we shouldn't see her no more till the goddamn reunion, right? Yeah, anyway, because we ain't going all through all that. Long story short, they done broke up again. And DJ Stuff's like, but I didn't do that. I didn't even smash her. I ain't smash her. Oh, she wants to suck your dick, though, but I didn't let her. And did you kiss her? Well, she kissed me. I was, oh, mess. Nothing but mess. And then the sister, this was the funny part. Her and the sister is like, fuck you, nigga. And the sister, they go walking off. Child, I said, look at these two bad built bitches. They was tipping on down. I said, Lord have mercy. They was just tipping on down the road with them fucked up shoes they had on. I said, look how they've been fighting all day. Because it was daytime when them bitches started. It was good nighttime by the time they left there. Them bitches' feet was hurting. They had to start a shit and been all over town. I laughed at them. Now, speaking of some motherfucking tipping, let's talk about Remy. Remy, and this is really the rest of what went on the show was all with basically, a lot of it was with Remy. Remy's ass done got together with Yandy. And they talked, and she was basically talking about the problem with her mother and how the mother, she had invited her mother to the wedding and all of this kind of carrying on. And Yandy actually gave her some good advice and told her, whatever is going on is going on. It's cool. I understand that you hurt by whatever it is that you hurt by, but that's your mother. And I'm telling you, if you don't have your mother at your wedding, you are going to regret it later. So I was like, okay, I'm not big on forgiveness. I'm really not. I always have a problem with forgiveness. That's my thing. It is what it is. You say what you want to say. I have a problem with it. It's just been my experience. I have a problem with forgiveness. Whatever. I'm a self-admitted mean old black bitch. It is what it is. But anyway, so I thought that was good advice. And it's true, because we see Remy really is just a big crybaby. She's a troublemaking bitch, but she's a crybaby. So later on after that, Papoose gets Remy and her mom together, so we get to see the mom. Now, this is where I'm going to go with this. Now, I've been campaigning for Remy and Papoose. They cool because they actually are showing the black love side of Love and Hip Hop. They ain't too messy, and they are actually in love and they're showing something positive here on Love and Hip Hop. But let me just say this, as we're almost through this season. Remy Ma, bitch, you need to get a grip. You really do. Because what I'm seeing here, bitch, everybody is a motherfucking problem. Nobody did enough for Remy. Nobody did enough. No matter what anybody did, it wasn't enough. Fuck that. I mean, now the truth of the matter is, it's a bad circumstance that she ended up going to jail about. Because see, about a bitch putting her hand in my motherfucking purse, I'd cap that bitch too. But keep in mind, bitch, you went to jail. Nobody else went to jail. You went to jail. So any visit that anybody gave you was more visits than you deserved. Okay? Because that's what I'm seeing. Are you mad at every motherfucking body because they didn't stay in jail with you? You got an attitude with your mama because your mother ain't come to the jail enough to see you. I ain't going to the jail to see a motherfucking soul. Okay? I ain't got it to do. I ain't doing nothing to get myself in jail, and I'm not going to commit myself to always running to no jail to see no motherfucking body. So I've gotten to a accountable point. I'm still pulling for Papoose and Remy. Don't get me wrong. I like them. I like watching them as a couple, but she about to get on my motherfucking nerves with this being mad at motherfuckers because you don't think they did enough. Stay the fuck out of jail, bitch, because then you get to see whoever you want to see. And then you holding shit over people's head. Don't nobody give a fuck. But her mother was just as sweet, and she said, I just wanted you to invite me to the wedding and this, that, and the other. Her mother was just as happy. Just as happy. Remy's just a mean old black bitch. She was sitting over there. She ain't meant a motherfucking word of what she said. She's like, yeah, bitch, you invited. She's still mad. Still mad. Sitting around thinking that the world owe you something. Yeah, I got 2 kids that act like that. 2 adopted kids that feel the world owe them something. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Nobody owes you nothing. And I be trying to teach that shit. Nobody owe you nothing. Nobody owe you nothing. The only thing that you're absolutely owed in this life is death. It's the only thing that you're absolutely going to get. Trust me. It's the only thing that any of us are absolutely going to get is death. Not nothing in between. You ain't owed shit in between. Anyway, so I'm getting a little tired of Miss Remy with that attitude, and shit. Because later on, Ross Shore told her, I'm gonna get you an award, bitch, because you the queen of Patty. Yes, she is. But anyway, so where I say that Remy is a motherfucking, she's a troublemaker and a shit starter. Now she know good and well, just like we know, that Raw and motherfucking Yandy don't get along. Bitch, you been watching the show just like we was. And you know good well them 2 whores know each other. You know good well them 2 bitches do not get along, okay? So she gonna get them together. She apologizes to Raw. Didn't really mean it, but she apologized to her because she needed her back on board to help her with her wedding. And she done brought Yandy on. And Yandy's one of them takeover bitches because I just had a wedding. So, oh yeah, sparkles and this. That bitch had already told you she don't like sparkles. But that bitch ain't letting it die. It's going to be sparkly. And I can imagine it will because every time we see Yandy's little girl, she cute as she can be. But she be sparkly than a motherfucker every time we see her. She be just as done like a little doll baby. So, trust me, if you got Yandy on board to help with the wedding, bitch, the motherfucker going to sparkle. That's just the way it's going to be. And I don't blame you, Yandy. Weddings are supposed to be sparkly, bitch. Anyway, so they get together. Yandy was playing nice. She played nice. She's like, oh, no. I know her. Because she's literally going through, like, introducing her. I said, you messy bitch. She said, oh, no, I know her. I know her. I said, oh, you messy bitch. So they go through all that. That motherfucking Raw, when I tell you Raw paid Yandy motherfucking dust. She was so not here for the whole thing. She's looking at her like, course, she don't even know you all like that. Bitch, what's your favorite flower? Favorite color? It's your birthday, bitch. Raw was throwing so much deep shade, and Yandy wouldn't even buy in. She wouldn't even buy in. I said, this is cute, but I would never put this type of shit, girl, on. You get ready to let Mona fuck your wedding up, okay? Mona get ready to make a motherfucking mess of your wedding. Because there's no way that I would put two bitches that don't like each other in together to be trying to help me with my wedding. Child, I'm going to tell you, you need to have this on speed dial. I'm going to give you a number, Remy, to put on speed dial, girl, because you might need it. Because Yandy ain't going to take but so much of raw shit. I want you to type in your phone, girl, 1-900, don't fuck me up, honey. You're going to need it because shit's going to go left, okay? Shit's going to go left. But whatever. Remember, you done let Mona set you up. So let's move on. So we got that going on. That's going to be a mess. Remy, when I was talking about tipping, Remy and Papoose go out to dinner. Because now she got to break some shit to Papoose. Because she done made some decisions about changing some shit. Remy came up in that motherfucking dinner. She had this motherfucking dress on her. You know her shit be too small. I said, Remy, bitch, you doing too much. I could see her motherfucking navel. I could see her navel. The hole. And the dress was so tight. That bitch coming there tipping on them heels. She was tipping. I said, girl, she looked so uncomfortable. And that was the worst piece of hair. Because usually Remy's hair be pretty. She had the worst piece of fucking straw. It looked like a fucking blonde broom up on top of her head. And they had it turned down, and the top of the broom was the motherfucking bang. That was a rough look there, Remy, baby. You leave that alone. Because usually she be done. She be done and dusted. That was fucked up. But anyway, I'm going to leave you alone, Remy. I done got you real good today. But you deserved it. So it is what it is. Moving on. Last scene we actually see Peter that met with Rich. Peter tells Rich all about the pregnancy bullshit going on. And Rich is like, damn, you messy as fuck. I just laughed at that. Peter was basically telling Rich, you and Cisco, we all brothers, and you and Cisco not getting ready to do this. Y'all not going to do this like this. Y'all ain't going to be falling all out and carrying on. We not doing all that. We not doing it. So, that was that. Bam. Rich was like, whatever you want to say. That motherfucker gonna push me. No, he ain't my brother. And Rich wasn't really feeling. Rich ain't feeling very forgiving. Last thing we actually seen them getting ready to meet up and it's shut off. And we'll get back to it next week. So, is what it is. You guys know how to do this. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll catch y'all's ass next Monday. Bye, guys.